guys, it's Natalie with Living the Oil Life. It is Must Have Monday, and today we are switching it up a little bit, and today we are talking about something that you must have, and that is a plan. What's your plan, Stan? So if you are a natural planner, or if it comes easy to you, or if you do it all the time, please stick with us, because you may be able to help us that are not natural planners on our journey. So if this is your first time joining us, thanks for doing so. I always appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do that so that we can stay in touch and you can get more videos like this one. But like I said, today is Must Have Monday, and we're talking about making a plan because I really need to do one. So you may have missed me for a while now. I think it's been about a month and a half. I have been off of the grid a little bit as far as YouTube, and I have missed it, but I have been going through some issues. I got hit with a little bit of things going on, and I had to pull back and regroup and refocus. But hopefully I am back, and this I thought was a really good video to do for Must Have Monday. We really must have a plan, especially with the stuff that I'm going through and things that I want to tackle. I need one, and I am not a planner by choice. I'm not a planner by nature. My daughter is. My daughter loves plans. Ever since she was little, it took me a long time to realize that she was a planner because I'm not. And we would plan our day, or I would, not even plan our day, but I would say, this is what we're going to do. And the next day, if we didn't do it, it would just throw her off completely. And it took me a long time to understand why. And I realized she had to have a plan. She had to know what was going on. So I learned that when she asked me, hey mom, what are we doing tomorrow? I would tell her, we're doing this, 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 and this. And if I realized something was gonna change, or we weren't gonna do one of those things, I had to make sure I told her ahead of time, or else it would just completely throw her off. Now she was, very adjustable, but I realized for her to be really functional and really happy and really, on her best, I guess, she had to have a plan, and she's still that way. She's married and grown, and when we make plans to do something, she'll text me. She goes, okay, what's the plan? What are we going to do? When are we going to meet? What are we going to eat? Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? And so I've realized that she is a natural planner. I'm not. If we make plans, great. If we don't make plans, great. If I make a plan and I change it, okay, that's fine with me. But going to Dr. Jim Bob Tigertown this weekend. If you have not heard him, you need to do yourself a favor and follow him. He is a wealth of information when it comes to wellness support, not just essential oils, but living a natural, healthy life. He is amazing, and I'll put all of his information below, but you can follow him on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, that kind of thing. But he talked about wellness, of course, this weekend. And one of the things that he said was, in order for you to know where you're going, you have to know where you are. And I usually have a good grasp of that. I know where I am, but I don't write it down. Because if I write down where I am and the things that I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing, or that aren't healthy for me, or that aren't beneficial for me, I don't like to do that, because then it's on paper and people can see it, and I have to be accountable, and it's kind of out there now, and okay, I really do have to work on it. Whereas if I keep it inside, if I don't tell anybody, then I can just make excuses and nobody knows, or I can cheat and nobody has any idea. But he also said that your wellness and your health is a relationship with yourself. And I'm cheating myself when I don't do the best that I can when it comes to my wellness support. So that's why I realized I really, really, really do need a plan, because I'll plan things in my head and say, okay, I'm going to work on this, and I'm going to take these supplements, and I'll take the supplements for a couple of days and then forget to take them. Or I'll take them and then I forget, okay, what was I going to do? How many days have I done it? What was I doing? And so I'm doing myself a disservice. So that's why I also know that I needed a plan. But if you're like me and you make these big grandiose plans, one or two things happen. I don't make the plan because I procrastinate, because if I don't make the plan perfectly, or if I don't know how I'm going to follow the plan perfectly, I don't want to make a plan at all. Or I will make the plan, but I don't follow through with it, and then I get mad at myself. or I make this huge plan and it's too big to follow all at one time. So he also said something that really, I've heard it before, but it was like, oh, okay, I can do that. And it's like one or two goals is better than no goal at all. And I really had no goal at all when it came to my wellness support because I was all over the place. I really was. I would take mind-wise a couple of days. I would take Nature Red a couple of days. I would take my oils a couple of days. I would exercise a couple of days. I was just all over the place, and I just had no set plan. And I know that they say that when you write things down, you accomplish 80% of what you write down. Well, I'm not writing down anything, so I'm not accomplishing anything. So even if I write a plan out, and I accomplish 50% of it, that's 50% more than I'm really accomplishing. So again, I realized, okay, we gotta make a plan. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna make them small plans. And it was funny because I started doing that because about 2 weeks ago, most of you know, if you follow me, that sweet tea is huge for me. I love sweet tea. That is basically my coffee. I drink it every day, a couple of times a day, and I love Starbucks sweet tea. But I actually was backing off, and I was only doing, instead of 4 pumps of classic, I was doing 2 pumps of classic. So in my mind, I was doing pretty good, and that was a good goal for me. But I decided, you know what? I can't stop cold turkey. I would not be a happy camper if I did that. So I decided, okay, I'll drink unsweet tea and I'll add stevia to it. I've done the research on stevia for myself. I know a lot of people don't like stevia, they don't agree with it and that kind of thing. I do not do artificial sweeteners. I don't do Splenda. I don't do any of that at all. I don't do any of that. But the stevia, the natural stevia where there's nothing added and it's from the plant and all of that, for me personally, it's fine. So I started doing that, and that was great. And then I realized, I don't know why it took me so long, but I realized every time I drink tea from Starbucks, I'm spending $2.75 on 1 grande iced tea. One. When I can spend $2.75 at Big Lots for a box of organic jasmine tea that gives me, I think it's like 10 or 12 bags, so that's 10 or 12 servings for $2.70. I just have to make it at home. So anyway, that's a sidetrack. So when you start planning, you start realizing it's kind of the stuff that you're doing. So here is my plan, and I encourage you, if you're looking to make any kind of changes in your life for your wellness, let's do this together, okay? Dr. Jim Bob said there are 5 things. If you do 5 things consistently for give yourself a certain amount of time, you will definitely see changes. And those were, number 1, take out toxic stuff. Take out some of the junk. If you can't take out all of the junk, take out 2-3 things of junk out of your life. That could be too much TV, that could be too much sugar, that could be junk food, that could be too much internet, whatever the junk is that's in your life. And you know, and you have to be honest with yourself, take out more of that and put more good stuff in. So more reading, more studying, more worship, more prayer, more exercising or movement, as he calls it, eating less processed foods. For me, it's taking out the French fries and adding in a healthier snack because I love my French fries. But so you put in the good stuff, take out the bad, put in some good, substitute it. So you're not going completely cold turkey. Number 3, move. He said just move a little bit. Move more tomorrow than you did today. So if you're not moving at all, just get up and move. Do 10 jumping jacks or walk around your room or something like that. For me, I have a Wii, and I'll use my Wii because of some of the issues that I'm dealing with. I can't go out and exercise right now, but that's another story. Number 4, breathe more. Now, to some people, that's like, what's the big deal about breathing? I realized that I hold my breath a lot. And it stems way back when you had to have a flat tummy. And to have a flat tummy, you held your breath in when you walked. And I realized I don't deep breathe. And for your brain to get oxygen, you have to deep breathe. So breathe more. Take the time to breathe. take the time to relax and to really breathe in and breathe out the yucky stuff and breathe in the good stuff. And then number 5, drink more water. He said you'd be very surprised at how many people, even if they add just a little bit of water to their day, how much things will change. So those are the 5 things that I'm going to work on. And what I've done is I've got just this cheap little notebook. I am a notebook addict, and I would love to get a really cute notebook or a cute health planner or something like that. But I know me, and if I write in it and I decide to change my mind on something, or if I make a mistake and I've got to scratch it out, or it looks really bad, then that's it. That's it for my thing. I'm done. So I know me, and so I've just got this cheap little, cute, still cute on the outside. It's got lined paper, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write out 3 things that I really want to work on first. I'm not going to work on everything. I've got more than 3 things that I want to work on. But let's, you and I, pick 3 things that we want to work on health-wise. It could be health-wise, it could be emotional-wise, it could be weight-wise, it could be physical-wise, anything. Let's pick 3 things, and we're going to write them down. And then we're going to write out our plan. What are the five ways that we can help? So let's just do wellness, because that's what I'm working on. If you want to do something else, that's fine. But this is great for me. So write 3 things that you really want to work on, whether that is not eating as much processed food. You want to exercise. You want to work up to being able to do 20 push-ups, I don't know, or run 3 miles, I don't know. Or 3, you want to spend more quiet time with yourself. So we're going to write those out, and then we're going to write the plan out. We're going to see what toxic things can we take out and what things can we add in to help us do that. And then what can we do to breathe, and write that out. And then write that out. What can we do to breathe? What is it, 7 o'clock in the morning, we're going to just take 5 minutes and just deep breathe. Or in the car while you're driving, you're going to purpose to deep breathe in and out while you're driving in the car. It might slow you down on your road rage too, that kind of thing. And then how much water you're going to want to drink. Don't overdo it. Don't say I want to drink a gallon of water every day if you don't even drink 8 ounces. Start off, say instead of a coffee, I'm going to drink water. Instead of a Coke, I'm going to drink water. So you're taking out the bad, you're adding in, and you're drinking your water. So it's a win-win situation, and write that in. And so let's write out a plan. We've got to have a plan if we want to see changes in our life. And if we start out with little goals, those little goals add up more and more to a bigger, greater picture. So that's it for my must-have on Monday is let's make a plan, guys. I would really love for you to join me. If this video has helped you, please give it a thumbs up by clicking on the little thumb below. And I would love to hear your comments or your suggestions for you planners of a great way to do this, or how to chunk your time, or ways that you have seen help you in planning and things like that. But be gentle with us non-planners, because we can get a little bit overwhelmed when it comes to that. So I think I'm going to go put on some Believe or some Magnify Your Purpose and go start my plan, and I will check back with you guys in a day or 2 and see how you're doing. As always, guys, keep living the oil life, and I'll talk to you later.